Leaves it with the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
The run from the shotgun. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going for a big play right off the bat. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
The give to the single back. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Looking for space. It's Henderson. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the 1st down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running behind that left side. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back. And we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Defense in press coverage. Looking for a man. It's Howard. On target. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Scott. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Feeling some heat. Buys a little time. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Buckeyes are in the hurry up. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Dropping back, it's Howard. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Finds his man. It's Haynes. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the fourth-ranked team of the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A first down for the offense. On the ground, it's Henderson. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed over the middle. It's Scott. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Tight end finds a soft spot. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10.
That's a really nice throw. When you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University, with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you, this is explosive.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man on the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on them throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Roll that offense back out there. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Howard. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Adams. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes that Alabama offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The play action fake. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up, and this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
The sweet feet buy a little time. He's looking on the right side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 7, Alabama 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Trying to run, it's Young. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, What a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. They'll try to pick up the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
Second down.
Back to throw, it's Howard. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots, so they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Adams. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. Got room at the 35. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Milroe. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown Tide.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this one.
The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Oh, I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Coming after it. And they get the sack right out of the gate. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. You know, the entire concept of the play-action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run. Played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Howard. He's going to fire deep. Oh, what a grab by the defense. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's 3rd and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. At the 30. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And that one's incomplete.
Incomplete towards the sideline. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Howard. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to pass on second down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Howard. He's got it. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Buckeyes will try to move the chains on 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Buckeyes looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
The deep. With a timeout, they want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Tight game as we we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the catch on the left. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.